Paul, there aren't many harder assignments than shutting down the reigning Hart Trophy winner. I was interested in how you thought Stastny's line handled that challenge for the majority of the game, and I guess Lowry's line for a bit in the third minute as well.
I thought Stas's line was real strong. Obviously scored a big goal for us, maybe two, and they were good. You know, they did a good job. Both Lowrys did well. Yeah, they were strong.
We'll go next to Mike McIntyre from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Paul, any thought you guys might come out with heavy legs after a 5-7? That was a pretty impressive first period by your group. You get that Andrew Kopp goal that obviously gets overturned and takes a 2-0 lead off the board. Did you feel like, first of all, what's your take on the call? And second of all, did you feel that maybe cut off some of that momentum your group had built?
Yeah, I mean, it's a goal. I mean, for me, I think the puck's past his glove, and I'm not even sure there's contact there, but they felt it was close, so there's no argument. I thought the penalty at the end of the first and the penalty at the 5-minute mark of the second, you know, they score because of the first call, and then we're on our heels a little bit, and then we're in the box again, and we went probably 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes of that second period, and got very few, if any, clean line rotations. So we got people trapped out. The lines got disconnected, and then for the part that's ours, we created some offensive zone turnovers and didn't put pucks to the net that I thought we should have. But you know, the real positive for the game was our third. The 5-7 afforded the opportunity to play close to midnight last night and then come out and find that in the tank. I was really impressed with that, right? Just real good push. Confident group going into the third and put up 16, could have had a bunch more. And so that's kind of, I mean, it's a brutal way to end a game, for sure. But I'll be left with how hard they pushed in the third when, you know, you play a home game and you don't get settled down till 2 o'clock in the morning and come back and play another one at 8 o'clock. I thought we played hard. Really pleased with that.
Go next to Brian Munns from TSN 1290. Go ahead, Munnsy.
Coach, I guess just expanding on that, you know, we talked going into last Monday when you started the road trip, 5 games, 7 nights. You throw in the emotion of the trade, obviously, over the weekend. To see your club 4-2 right now, just your take on what you've seen from your club to open up the year and what's been a challenge?
You know what? It's a real tough start, and throughout that have, up until DeMello comes back, a couple of defensemen out. We had Patrick was hurt, so we're also missing that forward. Thompson's out, and then you get into the toughest run that you'll find in the NHL's 5-7, and played hard. And that Ottawa series was hard played, right? They're a real physical team, so there was a cost to each one of those wins. So I'm really, really pleased with those guys finding that gear. You know, that was just about character in the third, and I, you know, it's a tough lesson with the way it ended, but really, really proud of them.
And we'll go next to Scott Billick from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, Paul. You've talked in earlier this season about, you know, the impact that a comeback win or an overtime win can have, you know, going on to the next couple of games. What would a loss, the impact of a loss like tonight's kind of have, and is there something you have to do to kind of, you know, flush that quickly and ensure that's flushed before, say, Tuesday's game?
Yeah, I mean, you always deal with the hockey part of it. That's always the easiest part, the NHL dealing with that. I think we'll look at this next game, you know, with a real strong focus, not really happy with the way it ended, feeling that we could have been in better control of our destiny at times. We did an awful lot of good things, but there's also going to be a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, that'll be 6 and 9 for us, and we'll get a few days to heal up and rest after. So one more hard push here, and everybody will get a well-earned day off.
We'll go next to Ken Wiebe from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Ken.
Thanks, Gregor. What did you see on the winner, Paul?
We're coming out of the box. It's a collapse to the net. It's a strong side pass. It's in the back of the net.
We'll go next to Ted Wyman from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Ted.
Paul, what went into the lineup change to put Gustafsson in today, and how did you think that went?
Well, I made a line change in the game, last game, that put Perreault from the fourth line to the third line, and he was outstanding in that game last night, and that line was outstanding again. And I thought that Harks was really more, if he can play center ice, I've got lots of confidence in his ability to do that. But again, he got 3 shots on goal, not a whole lot of ice time, but that line was good. And Gus has been strong down the middle. So I wanted to put Harkins in a place that he could get in on the forecheck, and I think he can do that on the wing better right now.
And final question to Murat Tatesh from The Athletic. Go ahead, Murat.
Hi, Paul. Lots went well, so not looking for you to throw anyone under the bus or anything. But on that third goal, the game-tying goal, whose coverage is that in front of the net?
Yeah, I won't be throwing anybody. It was the Winnipeg Jets coverage, Murat.